Alright, this review is for the Voyager class DOTM Moon Megatron, customized. Another thing that I just want to point out really quick, because I didn't think this deserved a review all on its own, so I just threw it in with another figure. I did a custom Laserbeak, really quick. Haha, you've been punked, you thought it was a Megatron, it's actually Laserbeak. Bought a deluxe Laserbeak, and I was like, he's awesome, but he's way too big, size relative, and I am huge on size relativity with my figures. I really am. And I do realize that this Laserbeak is still freaking huge compared to what he really was, but he's much closer, which is much better to me. So, yeah, I mean, I still use the wings there, still got his head, still got his tail. I sized him down really well. Essentially, I took out those pieces that were his neck and tail and, well, put them together to make him his entire body. So they still got all that awesome posability. His feet, I used one foot from him and then cut the actual feet off and then sculpted smaller feet to put on in place of it. So he's still got that MechTech port there at the back, at the heel. It does look kind of weird in that sense, though. And his wings were a weird thing. They're on a ball joint, so they move around in a really nice way. But then they're also on this thing that's a flap. It was just, some spare parts that I had from Transformers. His head, to make it look smaller, I took it off. So I took off the bottom half of it, the part where his mouth would open. Took that off, and had to stick another ball joint in there, so it would fit back in. It was actually really nice. I thought it worked out really well. So there's my mini review on Laserbeak. His wings still fold up there, really nice. I originally wanted to make him be able to transform into a MechTech gun. I thought that would be really cool. Unfortunately, that obviously didn't happen. So the very closest thing to that now is being able to do something like this. It doesn't look like a gun totally, but it can. I don't know. It was something that I originally wanted to play around with. It just didn't end up happening, and I can still kind of do. This, unfortunately, I will also not be selling. This is just kind of my own plaything. So yeah, there's a little mini review on Laserbeak, so let's get him out of the way now. On to Megatron. And first of all, let me just say, I made 2 of these. I worked on them at the same time for several weeks. One of them I did sell. I sold the one that turned out better, I think. And that was a while ago. That was the first custom Transformer I've ever sold. Ended up selling for over $100, which was awesome. Anyway, the other one had this, but I haven't bothered to do it for mine yet. Was the cloth for him. The other one, it was really nice. It was actual cloth. It looked worn. It fit over this. It fit in robot mode. I just haven't done it for this one, and I probably never will. Anyway, huge thing that people loved with the other one, and I also love on this one, I put the spikes on the front. If you've noticed, I'm kind of crazy about that. I put the spikes on things because Hasbro's like, no, we can't do that. It's unsafe. It's too sharp. And I say, fuck no. If the toy's not dangerous, it's not fun. Also put those, those spikes up here. Put a little bit of that netting on his hood. Yeah, just used some old Lego netting for that. And I had a lot of fun with Megatron because he's the only Transformer that I could look really dirty, really rusty, really crappy, and that was his official form. Because, yeah. So yeah, a lot of rust, a lot of mud. All in all, just, mud all over the front. And I love doing the whole antiquing thing. Oh, I never did this to mine. On the one that I sold, I painted his tail lights red because, you know, they didn't do that. Really quickly, I know I'm rambling a lot, but the other thing I do want to say, I'm just going to go ahead and start transforming him while I say this, so I can get his gun out there. I totally forgot what I was going to say now. So, aren't I a jackass? Come on, there we go. Shit, I just broke that. I'll glue that back on later. You've witnessed a moment. You've witnessed me break something. Thankfully, I haven't done that to any other of my Transformers yet. Yet. And again, transformation's the same. I feel like I need to say that for every figure I do, because it's like, oh, is transformation different? No, it's not. It's exactly the same. That's right. I remember what I was going to say now. Megatron is the reason I started customizing Transformers. Not just Megatron, but this particular figure, because I saw it in stores, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Megatron, he's a truck, he finally has a, you know, the movie version finally has a human vehicle mode, and, you know, I saw just the way that he was in the store at the time. He had the back facing out, so I saw the back of the box and what he looked like on the back of the box, and then I turned it around and looked at him, and I was like, whoa, oh, what the hell? He looks so cool on the back. What'd they do to him? And then I was like, you know, it would be awesome if I painted him. If I made him look like he actually looks on the back of the box. And not to toot my own horn, but I did a fuckload better. This is also a figure I haven't played with in a while, so forgive me if it's not going according to plan. And that's the other really cool thing. The netting actually is split already. That side comes off all the time. I'm trying to avoid that. So, yeah, don't have to worry about that. Come on. You may have heard the Final Fantasy fanfare a second ago. That was my phone. That was my text message ringtone. My phone is right next to my camera. The camera. It's not my camera, but the camera. Anyway. I can just put that right back on. To be fair, that isn't breaking it, because that has come off since I got the figure. The first time I transformed it. That was a problem. Way back then. So... oh man, really? Adjust the camera some more. Oh, wow, Megatron's really tall. He's taller than I remember. Anyway. Get on your knees. So there we go. Put that in there. And as you can see, I did put a chain on his chest. And that just pops right up.
Megatron vid?
And you're interrupting it. So, yes, put a chain on him, repainted his face. I fucked his face up a lot more because it is very necessary. They did a bad job of that. Hands fold out just fine. Gun is still exactly the same. Mech-Tech weapon folds out just like that. And, for the record, that was my friend Rodimus, who's over right now, hanging out with my cousin, playing with my cat. You're just all learning about my life in weird ways. You fucking stalkers. Anyway. So, yeah, there's Megatron. He does kind of look a little bare without a cloak. But this is mine, and it's, you know, no big deal. Still fun to play with. Still, You know, went over him with dark green, then did a little bit of brass dusting because he had more of a yellowish color, and then, you know, a little bit of rust too. All in all, it went really well with them. And did his gun too. But I've been going through and doing a lot of reviews, and Rodimus is probably wondering what I'm doing with this camera and alone in my room. So I will leave you with that. So that's Megatron. Just glad you'd enjoy that. Again, thanks for watching.